Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the greatest recordings ever. And today we are talking about this one, Turina's Canto a Sevilla. Now, I have discussed this recording before, and I've talked about this work several times, but I mention it now for a couple of reasons. First, because this is one of the greatest recordings ever, and it's recent. It's not like some cranky old historical thing. So it just goes to show that some of us altacockers actually listen to more recent recordings. That's number one. Number two, it's because it's one of the all-time greatest masterpieces of Spanish music. I mean, it's the Spanish Das Lied von der Erde, if you want to think about it that way. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But it's just an astonishing masterpiece that's virtually unknown, which I find absolutely incomprehensible. And third, because in my talk the other day on Falla's El Amor Brujo, one of you said, "Oh, I love it so much. There must be other wonderful Spanish masterpieces that I don't know anything about." Well, here's one of them. And I thought it made sense then, because of that request or that comment, to mention this again. Now, what is Canto a Sevilla? Well, Canto a Sevilla is a song symphony type thing. It's 37 minutes long. It has 7 movements, 3 orchestral movements, and 4 vocal movements. And the way it works, it's beautifully symmetrically organized. You have an orchestral introduction, 2 vocal movements, a fabulous central interlude. I mean, it's like a festival. Wow, I don't know. It's one of those Spanish fiesta things that's just incredible. Yeah, wait a minute. Let me tell you where it is. Here we go. Yes, Noche de Feria. Yeah, it's a festival, and it's at night, because you want to have nights in the gardens of Spain. Yeah, Spanish nights. It's always at night. And then you've got 2 more songs, and then finally a conclusion, which is just gorgeous. I mean, Turina is always gorgeous. He's fabulously beautiful. The music, it's wonderful. And one of the reasons this is so unknown, and it's the most unbelievably stupid reason you can imagine, I've mentioned this before, waving the scores around, is that the piece was never published in its entirety. It still isn't. If you want to record it, you can get the 3 orchestral movements in one piece and the 4 vocal movements in another. And to do the whole work as it was originally written, you have to reassemble it, which is just like asinine. And you have double rentals and all this other stuff. It's logistically very difficult. And when you consider that it's probably Turina's greatest work, why? That's the problem. I mean, it's really just incomprehensible. So the thing has been recorded very, very few times. And, the classic recording was with Victoria de Los Angeles, because there's only one solo, a mezzo-soprano, one voice. And she did it very beautifully, but it's a mono recording and rather dim sound. And so, we needed a modern recording. We needed a modern recording very badly. And there are only a couple others. There was one on Artie Nova, which wasn't terrible. It was like with Adrian Leeper and those people, or whatever it was. And then there was another one on Hensler, which also wasn't bad, but which had a rather unsatisfactory mezzo-soprano soloist. So until this one came along, there simply was no first-class recording of the Canto a Sevilla. Now, this has other works on it. It's got La Procesión del Rocío, which is fabulous, and the Rapsodia Sinfónica, and the Danzas Gitanas, the gypsy dances. They're all beautiful, beautiful shorter works. But the big deal is the Canto a Sevilla, and it's here with Marîa Espada, who's an excellent soprano soloist. Martin Roscoe is playing the piano in the other works, and the BBC Philharmonic under Juanjo Mena. And yeah, boy, are they good. I mean, they're really fired up for this piece. And fortunately, we have an excellent mezzo-soprano soloist. Well, she's billed here as a soprano, excellent soprano soloist, whatever you want to call her. It's actually not high soprano. I guess Victoria de Los Angeles was a soprano. Yeah, of course she was. It's just that every time somebody sings Carmen, I think of them forevermore as a mezzo or an alto. I mean, what can I tell you? Anyway, so that's what it is. But this one really, really nails it. And the sonics are fantastic. And finally, we have a worthy recording of one of the greatest masterpieces of 20th century Spanish music. And so for those of you who are saying, oh, I love El Amor Brujo, well, that's a ballet with songs by Falla, right? Anything like that? Anything else like that? Well, yes, this is it. Get it. Get it immediately. Get it while it's in print. Download it. Do something. You are going to love this work. I guarantee you. It's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So keep on listening, friends, and thanks for joining me. Take care.